All right, so Kyle's not privy to it because probably he doesn't live in YouTube land like I do when it comes to political channels and stuff like that. Because that's my shit. I love the Young Turks. I watch secular talk. I watch a lot of other. I watch the David Pakman show. Yes, I watch a lot of liberal stuff on YouTube. Go fuck yourself. I live in Utah and I'm a liberal, so I'm gonna watch the media when I can. But apparently, YouTube has fucked around with the advertising algorithm because apparently they lost about $1 billion worth of ad revenue because people are complaining about you know the alt-right and the bro bloggers out there making all these video stuff like how we do, where they're talking about the election, they're talking about Trump, they're talking about Syria, they're talking about all these other things, and their channels are getting demonetized, the videos are getting demonetized, they're not being able to make money off of anymore. And they're especially not going to be making money because advertisers have been pulling their money from the YouTube platform, just like they've been doing with Bill O'Reilly. I mean, even though the stuff that we put out there could be kind of naughty in some places that they're listening to it. For the most part, I view us as pretty positive folks out there. We talk about we talk about the goodness in America. We talk about the government should work this way. We try, but we're not like talking about, F them N-words. We're not going to be like, all the black people in the country are the worst thing that could happen. Them women, all they should be doing is making sandwiches. We're not going down that kind of route because we have history on our side when it comes to, when you're more inclusive, you're a better country. When you have egalitarianism among all people, it's a good thing. We're not trying to stir the pot. We're not trying to, take us back to 1680. We're not trying to be that kind of people. Anyway, I wanted to bring it up because a lot of these people on YouTube, they are under the politics and religion section of YouTube, and I went and changed all of our videos to people and blogs instead of news and politics, so we can kind of avoid the whole monetization beast. And the thing is though, there's a lot of these channels out there where that's all they make their money doing. They have just the YouTube stuff. They don't have another podcast. They don't have Patreon. They don't have a lot of stuff out there. They don't diversify their portfolios, so to speak, when it comes to this kind of thing. And so there's been some shows where they've received a 95% cut in their ad revenue for like the last 4 or 5 days. And so some of these guys are like, I'm going to have to go get a day job. And so I just wanted to put a little video out there letting you guys know that both Kyle, I, Felicia, Jeff, we all have day jobs. We do this for fun. So we're not affected. I mean, oh man, that whole 5 cents a day is really going to hurt, man. Let me tell you what. Oh man. I don't know. I'm just not trying to be a dick about it or anything because I do enjoy a lot of YouTubers and they do that as their job. But that shouldn't be all that they do. I mean,
well, and even if it is, fine. But hey, congratulations, advertisers. Advertisers can choose to pull their support
and they're finicky.
Ads
they've always been finicky
for whatever reason they want.
But what it does not constitute them like censoring you. It has nothing to do with that. This is your First Amendment
content
thing.
And your videos are still there.
Yeah, they're not taking you off the platform. You can still be on YouTube. You're just not going to be able to make money off of it anymore. That's the advertisers using their First Amendment rights to not put money towards that shit. And so,
yeah. And guess what? The whole platform's owned by Google, and Google can go ahead and decide to demonetize your videos for whatever reason they choose.
Yeah, every time I get a little email that comes in from Google saying your video so and so was not available for monetization, and I'm like, whatever. I mean, I don't crank out 17 hours worth of editing into one video that we put out there. I don't have the time for it because, like I said, we all got day jobs. So we bring you this as entertainment. We bring you this as fun. Yes, I would like to do this kind of thing as a profession, but even then, I wouldn't be just politics and news. I wouldn't be just one thing because I realize that advertising dollars can go away really fucking quick. When I ran a website, like any kind of cash that if I would have made money from that, would have gone into like stocks or something. I would have thrown it at something else instead of let's make a bigger website where it can crash even harder when the market fucking falls out from underneath it. Because look what's happened with like when you perfect example, Dig. Who remembers dig.com?
Oh, shit. Yeah.
One of the biggest websites like for finding new content out there.
Mm-hmm.
Now what are they doing? They're kicking turds down the road because they're not what they used to be. MySpace. Look at fucking MySpace. So there's so many examples of how the web is cool for like a really long time, and you could still make videos on YouTube. You could do Vimeo. You could do all of these other things, but don't expect that to be there forever. I mean, I fully recognize that YouTube will probably archive itself in like 20 years from now, and they're not going to be, who knows, maybe there'll be everybody's television will be YouTube. I don't know. But I thought that Facebook wasn't going to last as long as it has, and fuck, I use that every day now. As much as I'm like, no, I'm not going to integrate Facebook stuff into sign-ons for the website because it's not going to be there in 10 years. I was wrong. But the web is finicky.
There's a whole other reason to not do it.
I know, right?
People just don't want to. Yeah, people don't want to link themselves everywhere.
Don't blame them. So, yeah, we're not going anywhere. Utah Outcasts is just fine. We make money from patrons, and I'm going to keep it that way. We have a saying here, like, if you start hearing live audio ads from us for certain products, you might realize at that point we have sold out.
Yeah. You might realize at that point we have sold out, and then you could probably stop trusting us.
Yeah, because we would
and
not.
Then if you trusted us in the first place, really, you made a mistake. But
I'm a snake. I've always been a snake. And you carried me across the river.
This is for entertainment value only.
And it's a good little purge valve for me to, decompress, because I honestly can't give these opinions at work. And Kyle knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.